Students, keep silent. Students.
Yes, good morning, students. Very good morning to all the students, and heartily I welcome all for Tunga PU College first PUC online classes. Yes, participants 300. We'll wait for 400 and then we'll start. I hope you have done the homework. No need of telling the answers for the homework because very simple homework was given. Okay. Students, daily I am giving homework because soon we have to finish our bridge course and we have to start with our syllabus. Okay. And in bridge course, so many things are there. Okay. So let us be more active and involve more in the studies, be more studious. Okay, whenever college will start, we'll inform you. Okay, so till that, 300 only participants. Okay, we'll wait. We'll wait till many will join. Okay, new week has started. Okay, so come up with much more energy. Shravan month is going on. Today, first, a second Shravan Sambar is there. Students, please keep some goals and work on it. Okay, just don't attend the class. Keep your target. Small target is also okay, but target should be there. Keep target and work on it. Today, I am going to give a little more homework, and that is why I want you all to be more active and more energetic to finish the homework. Simple homework we are going to, I am going to do you. Okay. Yes, regarding bridge course, exam may or may not be there. Yet not decided. When decided, will inform you. For example, for a CBSE student, exam was conducted and then their syllabus started. Okay, so for you also it may or may not be there depending upon conditions. But we have to start the syllabus. But you should be ready to understand the syllabus. PU syllabus is not so easy, and that is why bridge course is required. So bridge course very seriously you have to listen, you have to remember, understand. Up to 10th you are only by hearting. Now in PUC so much is there, so you have to understand the concept. Okay. Yes, friends. Yes, whoever is having a network problem, they can contact me personally for any class if they have missed. Personally, you should contact me. Okay. So students, let us start. 365 participants are there. So let us start the class till others join. Okay. Students, I hope you energized. Yes. Let us revise. Chat box is there open and I want answers from you if you have understood previous week's topic. Okay. Let's revise. Students, you will be knowing that any atom is unstable. It wants to become stable. Then how it becomes stable? So it has to form some chemical bond. How it forms chemical bond? One separate lecture I am going to take on one separate day. Today you should know that sometime it will donate electron, sometime it will accept electron. If it will donate electron, it will get positive charge. If it will accept electron, accept means gain electron. If it accepts electron, gains electron, then it gets negative charge. Okay. So when it gets positive charge, when it is donating electron, when it is donating, see students, donation is a good work and that's why positive charge for it. Okay. So whenever atom donates electron, it will get positive charge. Now accepting electron, gaining electron, always taking only from others is not a good thing. It gives negative charge. Okay, like this you can think of. Now students, whenever any atom gets any charge, then ion is formed. Atom with charge is called as ion. What is ion understanding? Only atom, some charge is written, either it is positive or negative. If atom is having some charge, then it is called as ion. Then ions are of two types, cation, anion. Ion with positive charge is called as cation and ion with negative charge is called as anion. So what I have written here, just see here students. After donating electron, atom gets positive charge, correct? Positive charge means cation. After accepting, atom gets negative charge, that is anion is formed. Now, in chat, I want answers. Okay. What answers? Previous class I have told you how to calculate number of proton, electron, neutrons. Okay. How much you have understood? Let us see. Bromine. Bromine I have written here, students. Here. This is what we are going to revise. If you know, if you have understood, tell answers. Otherwise, at least complete concentration towards the screen. Look towards the screen and listen to my words. Okay? Look towards the screen and listen to my words. Students, one second. I will take. Yes. Let us start. Br is written, bromine. Bromine is having atomic number 35, mass number is given 80. Okay, I have taken a variety of examples, students. Atomic number, mass number, both are given. If it is given, you have to calculate number of protons, number of electrons, number of neutrons. Okay, in first case, I have taken such an example whose atomic number and mass number is given in the question. Let us see now. Number of protons means what? Repeatedly I have told you that number of protons mean that is atomic number. See this, atomic number is always written downside. So this answer must be 35 number of proton. Then you know that students, for sake of electrical neutrality, number of protons are always equal to number of electrons. And that is why number of electrons are also 35. Okay, protons and electrons will be equal. When for neutral atom, this is applicable. This is a neutral atom. Neutral means what? Neutral atom, applicable only for neutral atom. Neutral means it don't have any charge. For such atom, number of protons are always equal to number of electrons. Okay, next, number of neutrons. Number of neutrons, how to calculate, students? Mass number minus atomic number, 80 minus 35, and that is why your answer becomes 45. Okay, I hope you got the answers. Yes, very good. Number of neutrons are 45. If any doubt, please raise the hand. Okay, because 400 cross 420 students are there, 450 it must be. Okay, okay. And students, madam, how to calculate atomic mass? Students, atomic mass, I am repeatedly telling you from last 2 days. You have to remember atomic masses. Okay, at least up to atomic number 20. That is up to element calcium. Okay, very good. Now let us move for next. Students, here now. Now next one is sulfur. But it is not a neutral atom. It is not neutral. Okay, it is having some charge. Okay, now how to find out? Now for sulfur, you should know. See student, here. Here atomic number and mass number are not mentioned. They have not given atomic number, mass number. You should know. You should know. That is why from last 2 days I am telling you to remember atomic number and mass number of top 20 elements at least. So sulfur students, you know that sulfur is 16 and 32. Sulfur is 16 and 32. Now, so atomic number of protons means atomic number, immediately I will write the answer 16. Okay, number of proton is equal to atomic number. I should write as it is. Next, number of electron. Generally these two will be equal, but for neutral atom, and this is not a neutral atom, so not equal. Now listen correctly. Then electrons expected are 16. Electrons expected, because number of electrons equal to protons, so expected are 16. But sulfur is having 2 minus charge. What it tells you? 2 minus means what? It has accepted 2 electrons. So it has accepted 2 electrons, so 2 electrons will be extra, and that is why number of electrons must be 18. Understanding? And let us move towards neutrons. Of course, neutrons will be mass number minus atomic number, that is 16 only. I hope you understood the topic. Electrons writing is very, very important. Protons writing, neutrons writing is very easy. Electrons you should be able to write properly. Let us move towards next. Na plus, students, Na, sodium, 11 atomic number, 23 is mass number. Atomic number, electrons also equal, but now what happened? Sodium is having plus charge. Plus means what, students? Plus means what? In plus, 1 electron will be donated. Plus indicates donation. Single plus is there, means single electron is donated. Donated, given to some other atom. And that's why we should subtract 1. It is donated. So how many electrons are left? 10 electrons are left. So yes, so electrons, I hope you understood, 10 electrons. Number of neutrons, students, of course 23 minus 11, and that comes around 12. Okay, very simple. Let us move for CS. Okay, I will keep chart open. 3 numbers I want. Make put comma and tell me single chart. 3 commas. Number of protons first, electrons, and then neutrons. Chart is open. All 3 answers I want. All 3 answers together, students. For example, chlorine CS, students. Chlorine I am showing 17 atomic number and 35 is its mass number. Yes. 17, 18, 18. Okay, good, students. 18, 18.5. Okay. Let us see answer C, students. I am writing the answer. Check your answers. Maximum students are sending the answers. Very good. Now see here, students. Chlorine. Atomic number and protons same. So 17 answer. Then minus means accepted. How many minus are there? 1 minus is there. So how many accepted? Only 1. Minus how many is there? Only minus 1 is there. Means only 1 it has accepted. It has gained. So you should add 1. So total how many became 17 plus 1? 18 electrons. And this is of course 35 minus 17. That is 18. Okay. Oxygen. Oxygen, student, 8, 16. Oxygen everybody knows, atomic number 8 and mass 16. Okay. C, 8. Accepted, minus how much is there? Minus 2 is there. Minus means accepted. How many accepted? 2 accepted. And that's why it becomes 10. 16 minus 8, answer is of course 8. Let us move towards last one. Magnesium 12 and mass is 24. Okay, 12 and 24. Okay, let me clear this. 1 second. Yes, 12. Next 12. Magnesium plus 2. Chat is open. I want answer. Electrons. 12, 10, 12. Okay. 12, 14, 12. Okay, answers are changing. Listen, student. Plus means what? Plus means donation. It has donated. So, of course, 12 minus 2. It has donated 2. So, left are 10. And then neutrons, of course, 12 only. Okay. So, I hope, students, you have got the topic. Is topic very clear to you all? 427 students are there, but it must be 450 only. Students, be very serious. Not a single day you are going to miss the class. Okay, hardly 40-45 minutes I will take the class. So please studiously attend the class. Take screenshot and write the things properly. Okay, I hope you have taken the screenshot. Okay, and immediately after finishing class, immediately you should note down the things. Okay, so let us move towards next topic first now. Okay, so I hope screenshot you have taken. Yes, again PDF I will not send because we'll send you again means you will not attend the class. Like this, participants should not decrease. Okay, that's why we are not giving PDF. Otherwise, again recorded class we are not giving because you will not attend the class in time. So you must come and attend the class in time, students. 430 are there, but it must be 450. All, each and every one should be present for the class. Let's take screenshot and please note down the things properly. So students, we had a very good knowledge of subatomic particles like protons, neutrons and electrons. Okay. What type of questions will be asked? That practice also today I have taken. Students, then some little extra points you should be knowing about subatomic particles. 3 subatomic particles are there: protons, electrons and neutrons. You know that protons have plus charge, electrons minus charge, and neutrons no charge. They don't have any charge. Okay, so relative charge means this only. But what about their masses? What about their masses? Then student, remember that who gives mass to the atom? Listen, don't put any chart. Listen to my words. Please listen correctly. Who gives mass to the atom? Then you know that electrons are very lightweight. They are having negligible mass. And that's why they are not at all responsible for the mass of atom. Okay. So who gives the mass to the atom are protons and neutrons. Both are present in the nucleus. Both are together called as nucleons because they are present in the nucleus, and they are responsible for the mass of atom. They are heavy as compared to electrons. Okay, so they are responsible for mass of atom. How much heavy? Then approximately, if you want to remember, approximately understand that how much is mass of proton equally is mass of neutron. Mass of proton and neutron, both nucleons only, both are having approximately same mass. Okay, then electrons have very lightweight, very less mass. Then how much less mass? If we will divide mass of proton or mass of neutron by 1840, then we'll get the mass of electron. That much electron is light in weight. Negligible mass will be there. Okay. So student, see, I will show you one chart. Yes, just see to this. So in this chart, you can see students that subatomic particles, just take screenshot. First understanding you should do. For your understanding, simple things I have told. Here, protons P, neutrons N, electrons always E minus. Next, relative electric charge. Relative means what, students? Comparative. When compared to each other, that is called as relative. For proton, charge is positive, +1 is written. For electron, -1. And then for neutron, 0. Indicates that relative mass, relative charge. Okay, if proton is positive, electron is equal negative. Both are equal, 1, 1. One is positive, one is negative. Neutrons don't have any charge, and that's why for neutron, charge written is 0. Student, this charge is called as relative electric charge. Okay, so here I am highlighting, students, okay, here. Relatives here. Relative, for this you should call as relative. Okay, relatively these charges are there, not absolute charges. Absolute values are different. You have to remember absolute values. Relative and absolute difference, understand. This is just compared to each other. Next, let us move towards next step. Next row. This is relative mass. Relative charge, you know. Now relative mass, understand. What is relative mass? See here, I told you if proton is 1, if proton is 1, then neutron is also 1. Both are present in a nucleus having equal mass. And electron has negligible mass. How much less? See here, 1 if we will divide by 1840, such a big number, around 2000. If we will divide by such a big number, then we'll get the mass of electron. Are you getting? So I hope points very clear. Relative charge I told, relative mass I told, for all the 3 subatomic particles. Charge, proton plus, electron minus, neutron no charge. Relative mass, if proton is 1, neutron is 1, then 1 divided by 1840. Such a small number, the answer will be very, very small. And that is mass of electron, very negligible mass electron has. Okay, so we came to know that final student, mass of proton is nearly equal to mass of neutron, nearly equal to. This is what showing nearly equal to, not exactly equal to. Okay, and their mass, if we will multiply by 18, okay, mass of electron, if we'll multiply by 1840, then we'll get mass of proton or mass of neutron. Okay, I hope things are very clear. Take screenshot, note down this. For your concept clearance, it is required. Okay, let us move towards, I told you no, relative. Now we'll see absolute. Absolute, how much charge is there? Charge is expressed in coulombs. Absolute, how much mass is there? That values you have to remember. Let us move towards next chart, students. Yes, I hope things are clear to you. Okay. Now students, here again I have written here subatomic particles like electrons. Okay, one is electron, next is proton and neutron. What are their masses? First column is mass. Here mass is expressed in gram. Okay, it can also be expressed in kilogram. Here I have expressed in gram. Then in case of mass, you can see that relative, we have seen that proton, neutron, same mass, but exact difference understand. See a strength. Proton mass 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 24. Neutron also mass is approximately same. Here small change is there. Today don't remember. In syllabus when it starts, that time exactly how much point and all everything is there. But now you have to remember proton and neutron, at least their masses. If you have to solve any problem and there you need mass of proton or neutron, you should know these values. And that is why you have to remember. See here. So what is mass of proton and neutron? You can see that approximately same masses both are having. And very small mass electron has 9.1. Of course 9.1 value is bigger as compared to 1.67, but it is 10 to the power minus 28. It is 10 to the power minus 28, and proton and neutron values are 10 to the power minus 24. Okay students, so remember these masses, note down these masses correctly in your notebook. Same notebook you have to continue when our syllabus will start. Okay students, next after mass we'll see the charge. Charge is expressed here in coulombs. Okay, so you can see that electron and proton same charge is there, only electron minus sign is there, proton plus sign is there, neutron don't have any charge. Okay, here relative charges are written. Okay, this is what you have to take screenshot and you have to remember the values. What you have to remember? Mass of electron, proton, neutron. Only remembering two values is enough because nearly proton neutron mass will be same only. Okay, and how much charge is there on electron, proton, neutron? No need to remember because no charge. But for electron and proton, you have to remember the charge. How much charge is there? Okay, values remembering start because so many constants are there and every time you have to remember the values. Okay, so take screenshot and write down the things. Let us move towards today's topic, which is electronic configuration. Okay, today's topic is students, electronic configuration. I hope that you people are very good in writing electronic configuration. You may be already knowing how to write electronic configuration. But today I will tell once again how to write electronic configuration by few method. Okay, some methods already you know. I accept that. Okay, you can use that method also. I don't have any problem. Okay, but let us learn some extra points and let us write electronic configuration for some elements. Okay, electronic configuration means what? Electrons are distributed in various shells and subshells. Okay, that is called as writing electronic configuration. We will just distribute the electrons in various shells, subshells, and orbitals. That is called as electronic configuration. Okay. Yes, clearly I will tell. Don't worry. If somebody don't know, no worries. Okay. Each and every element, we will make a practice to write electronic configuration starting from atomic number 1 up to atomic number 30. Whenever any doubt, you can ask me, no problem. Okay, so how to write electronic configuration? Then in your high school, students take screenshot electronic configuration definition. Okay, and how to write fill electrons, that we generally follow this method. Okay, you all know this method. This is given in your 10th or 9th, somewhere in textbook it is there. Okay, so first 1s is filled, then 2s is filled. You have to remember this sequence: 2p, 3s, 3p, 4s, 3d, 4p, 5s. So you have to remember this sequence. This sequence already you know. Now students, I will tell you one more way to remember this. Now in PU generally what happens? This is method. If you want to use, you can of course use, but period wise you have to remember. For example, periodic table has 7 periods. Okay, periodic table has 7 periods. In first period, I hope you know periods. Period means what? Periodic table. You know periodic table? In periodic table, whatever horizontal rows are there, horizontal rows are there, that are called as periods. Everybody knows that? Okay. Horizontal rows, whatever are there. Okay. If you don't know, I will tell. Don't worry. Okay. Horizontal rows are there in periodic table, that are called as periods. How many periods are there in periodic table? Anybody? 7 are there. Very good. Yes, very good students. So there are 7 periods. Period wise, if you have to remember, little extra points I will tell. First period in periodic table, students, repeatedly I am telling you, always 5 to 10 rupees you will get one periodic table in the market, one chart, small. Okay, that always keep in front of your table wherever you are going to sit for the studies. In first period, how many elements are there? Only hydrogen and helium are there. In hydrogen and helium, which shells are filled? 1s is filled. Okay, now only remember what is filled in first period. 1s is filled. So you should fill first 1s. Then in second period, which is filled? In second period, students, 2s and 2p are filled. Okay, why I am giving this? Because CET questions will be asked period wise. In which period, which shells or subshells are filled? So period wise I am giving this sequence also, you can remember. Very simple sequence is there. Let us see. I will try to tell you the hint. Okay, one sec. Shit. Students, wait. Is a screen visible to you, students? Is problem solved? Screen is visible to you or not? Yes? Okay, very good. Let us continue. Yes. Then, in second period, students, 2s and 2p. These orbitals are filled. Period wise, I am telling. In third period, fourth, fifth, here. In third period, 3s, 3p, 4s, 4p, 5s, 5p. Students, write down this sequence because this is the sequence how you have to fill the electrons. Now here 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 4s. Here comes extra. For example, first how to remember this I will tell. See the things correctly. Okay. Yes. 1s, 2s, 2p, like this. You can note down up to this very easily. Next becomes 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p. Third orbit is also having 3d, that I am adding. You have to remember this sequence. Okay, this is how electrons are filled period wise. Okay, I just made use of different colors to make you remember the things easily. Okay, okay students, then I hope that you know about few basic things. If not, no problems here. S orbital, how to show S orbital. Okay, let me okay. Into shape ability. Yes, S orbital is always shown like this single box, and in this box how many maximum electrons will be there? Maximum electrons will be 2 electrons will be there. How to draw P orbital? Let us see. It's not coming. Draw. Insert. P orbital should be like this. Maximum electrons here can be 6. D orbital, ten electrons. Maximum electrons can be 2, 6, 10. F, (14) electrons can be there. Okay, I hope you know this. Yes, friends. Do you know this? Yes. F14 electrons can be there. So let us, okay, subshell concept I will tell afterwards. Shell is divided into subshell. Okay, students are repeatedly asking me about subshells. Okay. Okay, students, listen here. You don't know anything about subshells. Okay, okay, listen. Okay. Students, basic things, little basic I will tell. First orbit. Students, you know that nucleus will be there at the center. Surrounding nucleus, orbits will be there. Okay, surrounding nucleus. For example, this is nucleus. Surrounding nucleus like this, orbits will be there. Okay, first orbit. This is our first orbit, second orbit, third orbit. Okay, gone understanding now. Nucleus at the center, who is there? nucleus is there. Surrounding nucleus, first, second, third, like this orbits will be there. Okay. Okay, now see. First orbit, students. First orbit is always divided into, it has only one S. First orbit has only one S. Okay, listen correctly and understand. Second orbit. Second orbit has only two S and two P. Fine. Second orbit has two S, two P. S orbital is there, P is also there. Next. Third orbit has 3S, 3P, 3D. Fourth orbit has, fourth onward all have S, P, D, F. Okay. S, P, D, F onwards all are having SPDF. I hope you understood. Now if I will ask you, where is 1P? Then you should be able to tell me, madam, 1P is never there. Okay, because 1 is which number? CS, friends? 1 is only S. First orbit has only one S. 2 is only S and P. 2S and 2P. 2D is not there. 2F is not there. Second orbit is divided only into 2S and 2P. Fine. Next. Third orbit has SPD. So D starts from third orbit. D starts from third orbit. And fourth orbit has 4S, 4P, 4D and 4F. F orbital starts from fourth orbit. Okay, so students, see the things properly. So you should understand, today I told you very basic things. Okay, so let us start writing electronic configuration. How you have to write the electronic configuration? Yes, fourth orbit draw, ma'am. Okay, you imagine here is fourth orbit. Okay, students, now this is whatever I wrote here, first period, second period, third period, which orbitals are filled. If you are not understanding, it's okay. You can go by this your old method. First which is filled, 1S, then which is filled, 2S. Same sequence is given, 1S, 1S after which is filled, 2S, then which is filled, 2P, then 3S, then 3P, then 4S, then 3D, then 4P. Same 3D, 4P, 5S. 3D, 4P, 5S. What is this upside? Whatever your 10th, this diagram was there. Same I have written here in a different way. Okay, I have written according to periodic table. In which period, which orbitals are filled. Accordingly, I have written. You have to try to adopt to the new things. Okay. So this is sequence you have to remember. 1S, then 2S, 2P, 3S, 3P, 4S, 3D, 4P, 5S, 4D, 5P, 6S, 4F, 5D, 6P, 4S, 5F, 6D, 7P. This is how electrons are filled. For S, always single block. For P, always 3. For D, always 5. And for F, always 7. Maximum electron in single orbital. One single is called as orbital. Single is called as orbital. Okay. So, one orbital can have maximum only 2 electrons, not more than 2 electrons. Only 2. So here 2, for P3 are there, so 3 2s are 6 electron. For D5 are there, 5 2s are 10 electrons. Okay. Next, friends. Then I will tell you how to write electronic configuration. And today's homework is this only. You have to write electronic configuration. How to write C, friends? You have to start on new page. Writing electronic configuration. You have to start on new page. On left side one page, right side one page should be there. Left side you should write like this here. First, which is element? Hydrogen. Its atomic number you should write like this. Okay. Then its electronic configuration you write down 1s1. And in opposite page, right side page, here you have to put the block. For example, this. Say it is 1s. You should write it now downside. And it has how many electron? 1 electron. You have to write like this. Okay. One line gap and then helium. Like this systematically. Write down electronic configuration up to element, up to atomic number 30. Okay, up to atomic number 30, that is zinc. Try to write up to zinc, students. Okay, after hydrogen who comes? Helium. One line gap you should keep. Write down helium. Students, systematically I am showing you. Atomic number, right? Then on left side page 1s2. Front you should write like this one box. Okay, and it is 1s. So here 2 electrons I should show. I hope you understood it very well. Now, while writing electronic configuration, okay, I will write now, for example, lithium, I will keep for you. Students, I will write directly for oxygen. Students, here, oxygen. Oxygen atomic number is 8. 1s2, 2s2, 2p what? 4. 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Total became 8 or not? 2 plus 2 plus 4 is 8. Opposite side page, what you will write? See here now. P orbital like this dot. See here. P. Upside only I have shown you. Okay. So below you will write like this now. See here. 1s. Then you should write 2s. Then you should write 2p. Clear? Next. 1s has how many electrons? 2 electrons. One up, one down. 2s2. 2 electrons. One up, one down. 2p4 strands. Now while writing 2p4, how you should write here? First single electron here, 1 electron, then second electron, then third electron. First you should put single electron in each orbital, and after filling one, then you should start pairing. This is called as Hund's rule. This is called as Hund's rule. Okay, tomorrow's class I will continue with rules for electronic configuration. Okay, today's your work do. Then tomorrow you will understand the rules properly. Okay, so today's homework is what, students? You have to write electronic configuration up to atomic number 430. Okay, that is up to zinc, up to atomic number 30, up to zinc. Okay, I hope you will do it properly. Complete new page you have to start on. Left side page you have to write only element, and like this 1s, 2s, 2p that. And blocks you have to put on right side front line. Okay, so systematically finish your work, and see you students tomorrow. Bye. Till that, work hard. Yes, screenshot somebody say. So please take screenshots from starting. This is very important. Take screenshot of this. This is very important. Very basic things I have told here. Okay, and this is how you have to write electronic configuration. Okay, students, I will stop for today here only. See you tomorrow. Bye.